Not only are we fast texters, expert Googlers, and the kings and queens of social media, we are also the largest generation in U.S. history, which happens to be my generation, the Millennials. My name is Coty Napolitano, and today I'm going to talk to you about Millennials. I will introduce my generation by telling you a few key facts about us, talk about our buying tendencies, and finally introduce you to an extremely successful marketing campaign called the uncommonmortgage.com. So let me begin by telling you a few key facts about us. We're just different. We have come up during a time of technological change, globalization, and economic disruption. This makes our behaviors and experiences much different than our parents. We influence a large part of society. There are 92 million of us. That's 25% of the U.S. population and 30 million more than Generation X and 15 million more than the baby boomers. We value different things. Forbes.com tells us that happiness, passion, diversity, sharing, and discovery are the main values of millennials other than the older generations whose values include integrity, practicality, and duty. My last key fact is that we have less money and more debt. This is due to lower employment levels, smaller incomes, and student loan payments. We plan to invest much differently than our parents. We like to keep 50% of our money in cash, 20% in stocks. Additionally, 93% of us say that both distrust in the markets and lack of investing knowledge makes us less confident in investing. So if you look at this graph, you see that in 2003, the average student debt was around $10,000. Now, 10 years later, it's double that at almost $21,000. So now that I've introduced my generation to you, I'd like to now talk to you about our buying tendencies. With millennials having $1.68 trillion in purchasing power, we have the ability to reshape the economy. We will change the way we buy and sell products, which will force institutions to go back and take a look at how they do business. We are reluctant to buy cars and homes. A growing number of us are deciding to live at home with our parents, a jump from 26.1% in 2001 to 30% in 2010. Also, 60% of us are deciding to rent. However, this might change as we get older and our desire for a home and a family increases. There is a definite possibility that we will see a large growth in home and car sales. We purchase brands that offer maximum convenience at a lower cost. An example of this would be Uber. It's quick, it's easy, and no money exchanges hands. You press a button on an app and a car is waiting for you. After you get out of the car, no money exchanges hands and you continue on with your day. This takes the burden of owning a car and creating more debt away. Economist Jeremy Rifkin predicted that 25 years from now, car sharing will be the norm and car ownership an anomaly. We prefer small corporations that support a cause. Luckily, that's you. While you're being sponsors of sporting events, high school concerts, or 5K runs, millennials are definitely taking notice. 50% of millennials are more willing to make a purchase from a company if it supports a cause. This shows that your brand stands for more than just your bottom line. We want to feel like not only are we cared about, but so are the less fortunate or needy. 37% of us say that we are more willing to spend a little more for a cause that we believe in. So now that I've talked to you about our buying tendencies, let's take a look at an extremely effective marketing campaign in the Lehigh Valley. Embassy Bank, a bank in the Lehigh Valley that Jay is not only on the board of directors but also a loyal customer of, has launched the uncommonmortgage.com. This website has successfully reached many people and increased mortgage rates at the bank. They accomplish this three ways: marketing, the system in which it works, and the actual tellers at the bank. As you know, marketing is one of the most important things you can do for your business. This bank has nailed it with its perfectly simple posters strewn across the Lehigh Valley that read, "We won't loan and leave you," or "Bye-bye PMI." The simplicity of these billboards makes it a lot easier to get the message across. Embassy Bank has also decided to have the website completely separate from the bank's website to limit intimidation and keep the focus on their simple website design, essentially showing the consumer easy website, easy mortgage. The second reason the Uncommon Mortgage is so effective is the way it's set up. It's a bi-weekly mortgage which allows the person to pay off their mortgage quicker, and it comes out of an Embassy checking account. This is important because this means that they have payroll also being put into this account, which creates a relationship with the bank. Finally, the tellers. When you walk into Embassy Bank, you sit down with them at a table. Not only do they have the power to deposit your checks, or open accounts. They also are customer service representatives with loan authority, even further making the mortgage process more simple. My experience with Embassy has been nothing but positive. Apart from some of my friends not ever walking into a bank, I would much rather go to the bank and converse with the tellers than just do it through an app. Not only do they know my name when I walk through the door, they ask me how I am and remember certain details about my life that I might have told them. Right now I currently rent, but when it's time for me to get a mortgage, I will definitely seek out Embassy. So today we've talked about the fast-paced, technology-driven millennials. I told you some key facts, our buying tendencies, and finally introduced you to a successful marketing campaign geared towards getting more mortgages from millennials. I hope you learned something. Thank you.